The Institute of Anthropology and Ethnography, or N. Miklukho-Maklai Institute of Ethnology and Anthropology. Russian. Abbreviated as in Russian and IEA in English. Is a Russian institute of research, specializing in ethnographic studies of cultural and physical anthropology. The institute is a constituent institute of the history branch of the Russian Academy of Sciences, with its main building on Leninsky Prospekt, Moscow. The institute is named after the renowned 19th-century ethnologist and anthropologist Nicholas Miklouho-Maclay. Institutional history. The institute was established in the Soviet Union by the amalgamation of the Museum of Anthropology and Ethnography, (MAE), and the Institute for the Study of Ethnic Groups of the USSR, (IPIN), in autumn 1933. Its first director was Nikolai Maturin. On 23 December 1933 he was dismissed by the Presidium of the Academy of Sciences of USSR and replaced by Ivan Meshkaninoff on 1 January 1934. On 25 January 1935, the IAE was transformed into the Institute of Anthropology, Archaeology and Ethnography. Meshkaninoff remained director until this organization was in turn dissolved in 1937. On the 11th of February 1937, the institute was restructured, with sections being replaced by several departments or cabinets. Europe and the Caucasus, headed by Dmitry Zelenin. Siberia and Western Central Asia, headed by Y.P. Koshkin. East and South Asia, headed by Nikolai Kuna. Africa, America, Australia and Oceania, headed by Isaac Vinnikov. Archaeology, headed by P. Efimenko. Folklore, headed by Marko Zadovsky. History of religion, headed by Yuri Franziev. The Museum of Anthropology, Archaeology and Ethnography was set up as separate part of the institute under the directorship of Dmitry Alexeyevich Oldarog. It consisted of various departments: Europe, Caucasus and Western Central Asia, headed by Nikolai Kozlyakov. Siberia, headed by V.N. Chernetsov. India, Indonesia, and the Far East, headed by Nikolai Kuna. The early stage of the primeval society. Australia and Oceania, headed by Isaac Vinnikov. North, Central and South America, headed by S.A. Sternberg. Africa, headed by Dmitry Alexeyevich Oldarog. Archaeology, headed by S.N. Zamyatnin. Physical anthropology, headed by B.N. Vishnevsky. On August 5, 1937, the Institute of Anthropology, Archaeology and Ethnography was renamed the Institute of Anthropology and Ethnography. Activities of the IAE. The IAE brought together ethnographers and physical anthropologists from throughout the Soviet Union to research the physical, constitutional and socio-historic development of the population. Political leaders had set the anthropologists the task of showing that race, from the Marxist-Leninist point of view, was not a significant factor in the historical process. This was a response to the Nazi development of a race science, Rassenkunde, which was presented as the scientific basis for political theory and practice. Activities of the Institute of Ethnography. In 1966, Julian Bromley was appointed director of the institute and retained the position until 1989, having a major impact on Soviet anthropology. Institute of Ethnology and Anthropology. Official site. Russian. Notes. Kunstkamera. Empire of Nations. Ethnographic Knowledge and the Making of the Soviet Union by Francine Hirsch. Cornell University Press. 2005.